What up, what up? It's been a while since we've done this. Got some stuff to show you guys. Oh, I need to turn a light on. Wait for people to start joining in here. What's happening, guys? It's been a while since we've done something like this, but I figured I was going to make a video on this. And I figured, you know what? I got some time tonight. I'll go live for a little bit and give you guys a little rundown on some of the new news we have. So, let's see here. Before we get to the car, which is all the fun stuff and good and bad news, I'm going to show you guys this. I don't think I've showed you guys this before. This is my dad's trike. Let me turn on some more light over here. Boom, there we go. This is my dad's trike, custom built. Oh wow, where's the pod? There we go, here's one. Look at these custom fiberglass pods, bed line just like my doors. Gonna fit in there just like, if I could get it, just like that. Got the new Crescendo Audio Symphony S4 wired up to the Optima red top. Got two UN 6.5s and one FT1 on each side going in. 80 PRS mounted in the back. Ba-boom. Anyways, yeah, I figured I'd show you guys that. Oh, here's the engine too. The rear end is a Volkswagen Beetle. Here's the engine. Nice, nice. Anyways, on to the fun stuff. Probably not going to have a lot of long time since I've done something like this. So, now, oh, where are you going? So now on to the fun stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen in any of my videos yet. I don't even know if I've showed it in any of my videos. Hopefully it doesn't start lagging with the connection. Look at the steel on the doors. So I told you guys before I was starting to crack the doors. Back at MLK show I cracked this side. Well, this was the result. This is the solution to fix the problem. So what we got here is a steel frame completely surrounding the window, because what was happening when I was demoing, the whole bottom half of the door was solid, it barely moved, but the whole top glass was flexing out like this and bouncing. Well, the way this door was built, the bottom half and the top half must have been assembled separately, because there's welds and joints half like that. So back over there and back over here, there's welds and box tubing. And what happened, what made you choose this car? And I've been wanting here. I've already had it. I had the car since I was in high school, and my parents had the car before then. Bought it brand new from Hyundai back in like 2009, something like that. And yeah, I already had the car. So what was happening, it was cracking in those welds, and then after a while, it was been cracked a long time before I even knew it. And then once it finally cracked on the outside here is when I noticed it, and that's when it started becoming a problem, because it cracked like a little hairline crack, but then it got real big and eventually started splitting off and cracking the paint. So this was the result. We have plated the door with steel. What we did, we sanded it down, used panel bonded it to the door, metal on metal, and riveted all the way around. So did that on both sides. Here's the other side too. Do the back, ridiculous expensive. It's off. I'm just gonna tell you guys what it was supposed to start off as. It was supposed to start off as $600 to $800, and it racked up quick and went way higher than it ever should have. So, but I haven't really got to try it yet, because I'm gonna tell you guys later why I haven't got to try it. But we also added this on the inside, right where that joint is, just telling you guys about. On both sides, we added a kind of like a little joiner piece to kind of make it more rigid on the back side. But this door does not bend anymore, and when you hear it when you shut it, It's solid. The whole car shakes. Watch, let me show you guys again. The whole, the whole car shakes when you shut the door. But it added like an extra 40 pounds to the door, so it's getting insanely heavy. But here is why I haven't got to try it yet. Last show, well, you guys saw the video on my channel where I gave Kyle and Matt from 1320 and Kyle from Boosted Boys a bass demo at Cletus and Cars. Well, I just let it have it. I was just letting it eat. But I forgot to give it gas. I thought I had my foot on the pedal, and I looked up, and my voltage was at like 10.9 on my rear bank, and it was at like 11.5 at the front. So then I looked, and my RPMs were all the way down. I was like, "Ah, you suck." So I just gave it some gas, but it was the one hanging here to the left side. Just, it still smells right now. Again, really gave a demo for 20 seconds, and about the first 10 seconds in, it just started pouring smoke. It still played for 2 weeks before all this. I was dailying it, still playing it fine, but as soon as you get on it, it smelled. Well, I made a steal, it started pouring out smoke, so I just disconnected it. I pulled it out last night and sent it out to go get repaired. And then I had another problem. My tweeters, for about a year now, for some reason, about a year ago, I had the same problem, but it didn't come to my mind. When I first did the doors, shortly after, in the old amp rack, when I would drive daily, these tweeters were like crackling when I'd hit bumps and stuff, and then they would cut out completely. So it was weird. Well, when I came back here, I was messing with it. When you would tap on the switch, it would crackle. So I flicked it and I knocked it in and flicked it back and forth one time, and it stopped, and it didn't do it for like a year. So I completely forgot about it. Well, for the past like 3 months, it started doing it again real bad. Literally, I'd just be sitting there with the car idling, and it would just start, and it would make my ear sound like it's plugging up, because I'm sitting there driving and this left side cuts out, so all you're hearing now is the right side, and it makes the left side sound muffled. So I always thought my hearing was going bad. Well, I cut all my RCA ends off, resoldered them about 2 feet back. Didn't fix the problem. I was so mad. It took me so long to do it. Well, check the back RCAs. Back RCAs were all fine. They're all brand new. Well, last night I just thought about it. I was like, hang on. I was like, wait a second. Last I remember, because I even took the amp out last night to check, make sure nothing was loose inside the amp. And I remembered, I was like, wait. I don't know, I just cut out for a second. It keeps cutting me out. But, there we go. Now it says we're back. I just went over too far. So, what happened, Shane told me to take some WD-40, which I did, and spray it gently inside the switches and flick them back and forth a bunch. And then, once you're done with that, take the air hose and spray it out. Did that, cleaned up the boards, and sure enough, it is like brand new again. So, just something stupid like that can fix a big issue, and could have saved me so much headache, but I would have never thought of that. So, hi. So yeah, now the good news is Slamology. That is 2 weeks away, I want to say. 3 weeks away? I think 2 weeks away. Well, Slamology is coming up. I will be there, but I'm trying my hardest to get this thing up. I really don't want to drive it. I can. It's not like I can't. But how much was it for the amp repair? I'm not sure yet. It probably just got there today, so we'll find out. But typical amp repairs, from what I've ever dealt with, are about $100. Maybe less if there's not much that needs to be fixed. But every time I ever got my 5500s repaired, I would always just have him put all new FETs in and all that good stuff. So pretty much rebuild the entire amp, and it'd be about $100. So it's not bad at all. Well, Slamology is coming up. I'm trying to get a trailer before then to trailer this thing up. Otherwise, I can drive it up, but I definitely don't want to miss it this year, especially now that I have the car at a pretty much perfectly stable spot, other than the voltage. Voltage is still dropping down to 12s, occasionally 11s if I let off the gas. And yeah, so other than that, another alternator in here, and this thing will be beasting. Be probably another dB louder. But last news here, this thing is finally going to rest soon, and I'm getting a truck, and I'm gonna start towing this thing around, and I'm gonna get me a nice box trailer, and probably gonna start setting up a booth for the channel at every show or every local show. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that part yet, but can I see your alternator setup? Yes. I'm probably gonna start setting up a booth. I'm gonna walk over here, so if it cuts out, don't leave. And I'm gonna start selling merch at the shows. So if you guys like that idea, go ahead and drop a like on the video, because I can make that happen for sure. Give you guys a better opportunity to pick up the merch. And I'm also gonna be dropping special merch, limited edition merch, just for that specific show. So I'm thinking I kind of want to start this for Slamfest. Hang on, let me prop this up right here, because Slamfest is local and it gives me a good opportunity to try it out. So this runs to my grounds here. That's my goes to the back rear bank. Well, first it goes to the center bank, then back to the rear bank. Well, my alternator regulator adjust knob, my distribution, no more front battery, runs down to the alternator right there. Can I get a flashlight on here? Yes, I can. And then there's my alternator. And once I eventually get around to it, because I'll probably still drive this, but not as much as I have. It's not going to be my daily driver anymore, so I can get rid of power steering, which is right here, completely get rid of it, put another alternator up here, try to make a bracket, or maybe even utilize this bracket somehow, and bolt it up and line it up, and it'll have its own little belt loop, or I could even run it off that belt loop. Whatever I can do, I'm going to try to make it happen. And possibly, if I ever want to, I could always just convert to electric power steering and keep the power steering. But the AC compressor's down there. I don't really think I can fit much. I mean, I can probably fit some back there, but let's see what we got. I have two Crescendo 4.5Ks with DB4 have an 8 amp hour lithium battery, and dip to high 11s with stock alt. Oh wait, Impala. Mine is Singer alternators right there. He was the only person that could get this big of an alternator to fit in my car. I talked to Mechman, they wouldn't make anything for this car. I talked to, I think it was DC alternators, wouldn't make anything. Ohio Generator was the only company that would make something other than Singer, and they had, I think, like a 140, something like that, and their biggest they had to offer was a 240. Well, I ended up calling, what size was the all amp size? I ended up calling Mike Singer, and he was able to make me a 320 that'll fit right bolt on, and was able to stuff it all in that small case, and it works. CES, I don't even know if I heard of CES when I was around getting my alternator. That wasn't really popular back then, so everyone was running, you know, Mechman, Singer, DC, all that good stuff, all the popular stuff. So I don't even know if they were around or they were just starting out. I'm not sure, because I never heard of them back then. This was like 3-4 years ago when I got my alternator. But this alternator has been rebuilt twice now. It just had a fresh rebuild on last year, towards the end of the year, I want to say. So they have been around. Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of them, and I never saw anyone really running them back then. So I could have definitely. What up, Russell? I've seen your comments. So I would have definitely given him a call too, back when I did this. I'm sweeping with one hand. But yeah, definitely gonna get another alternator soon. Probably gonna get the biggest that I can absolutely fit in here. So whether it's another 320, you know, 380, maybe 370, or maybe even a 4. Oh, here comes the Integra rolling up. Give you guys a little tour of the Integra. I might cut out actually, but I'm going to shut this up now. Pop the hood. Here's the tag. Pretty basic. Cold air intake, legit cold air intake now. Finally got a legit intake in here. 4-to-1 headers, cat delete, and then a cat back exhaust. I don't remember what brand it is. Starting to remove stuff in the engine bay, clean it up a little bit. But it's keyless now. Push to start. Nope, there's all the stuff for the weekend. B18, yes, B18B. Open it. I got the switch panel here. Got the 80 PRS. Yeah, give it a couple braps. Okay, that's good. This thing's obnoxious. I mean, it's not as loud as a lot of Civics I've seen around. It sounds a little better, but should I keep lead acid for more amp power? Not lead acid, AGM. AGM is, you're gonna notice a huge difference going from AGM to lead acid. So definitely, if you can, run AGM. But anyways, guys, yes, exactly, change lead acid to AGM. I used to run AGM and I ran out of space, so then I had to go to lithium. Gets pretty expensive. Speed above. Should I keep the lead acid for more amp power? Oh, never mind. I have 2 AGM batteries in the back of the car. No, get rid of that lead acid. I don't even know if it's good to mix lead acid with AGM if they're ran off the same loop. So definitely, if you can run, you'll love it. Even start cranking the engine. But that's all good. I didn't read it. Anyways, guys, oh, you got your oil. Good deal. Good deal. Oil change time. Anyways, guys, just want to give you guys a little update on that. So stay tuned once I eventually get the truck, and we're gonna do some fun stuff with that too. So it's gonna be pretty lit. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that last video. It did pretty good. Everyone was loving the Alphard F350, and I will have a part 2 coming soon. But stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow about midday, I will be posting up another video. As always, I try to do 2 a week now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I usually try to do on either Monday and Tuesday, one or the other, or Friday. It's, well, Monday or Tuesday, and Friday or Saturday. So definitely 2 out of the week, at least. I won't see a difference in power. Wow, really? You're dropping down that low? Back when I had 2 Group 31 AGMs in the back, and the one up front, and I think I was holding like 13s. No, I was holding 12s, I think. I also had a 90 amp stock all, and I was competing. And then once I upgraded, I had 2 AGMs in the back, 1 AGM up front, Group 34 up front, 2 Group 31s in the back. And once I upgraded my alt to this alt, I was competing back then. I gained like a whole nother dB. So it was definitely a big notice. And then my whole score holding that run, I was able to hold that score the entire run. So you'll definitely notice a big difference going from the AGM and adding that alternator in there. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go grab a bite to eat and start getting this video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy, and possibly some more videos with this coming soon before the show. I might actually do a legit update video on it soon and maybe go out and play a little bit. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.